Dracula versus the elder predator. When ancient evil meets the ultimate hunter. What happens when a creature that has hunted for centuries becomes the prey of something even older, or something that refuses to be hunted? Imagine a world where the shadows of Earth conceal more than superstition, where an immortal vampire crosses paths with a hunter from the stars. Picture a remote forest in Eastern Europe, far from civilization. The air is thick, the night unnaturally still. Something has arrived, something not of this world. And something else, ancient and patient, has already been waiting. If you enjoy battles beyond simple strength, subscribe to the More Vampires channel. The elder predator is not just a warrior, it is the pinnacle of a species that has perfected the art of the hunt over centuries. Its arsenal includes active camouflage, thermal vision, a plasmacaster, and wrist blades sharp enough to cut through bone and armor. Dracula is not a brute force monster. He is calculated, aristocratic, and terrifying in his patience. He does not simply attack, he infiltrates and dominates. His abilities include shapeshifting into mist, wolf, or bat, superhuman strength, hypnotic control, and regeneration from most forms of damage. Dracula is not prey. He is a predator that has never needed to fear being hunted until now. The elder predator arrives on Earth following reports of an anomaly, something that does not behave like natural life or follow patterns of prey. Dracula becomes aware of the intruder almost immediately. Normally, the predator chooses its target, but here the dynamic shifts. For the first time, the hunter is being observed. The predator begins with reconnaissance, tracking heat signatures and biological patterns. But Dracula does not register normally. His body is cold, his presence faint. At times completely absent, especially when he becomes mist. Meanwhile, Dracula tests the hunter, sending wolves to probe its reactions, watching how it moves and how it kills. The predator eliminates the animals effortlessly, but something feels off. These are not random encounters. This is being orchestrated. Eventually, the predator commits. It identifies Dracula's humanoid form and fires the plasmacaster. The blast is precise and devastating. It hits for a moment. There is silence. Then Dracula reforms. The damage is undone. The body reconstitutes. The presence remains. The predator realizes this is not normal prey. It adapts quickly, closing the distance to engage with wrist blades and test physical limits. In close combat, the predator is formidable. Its strength rivals Dracula's, and its combat instincts are raised. But Dracula does not fight like a warrior. He vanishes into mist mid-attack and reappears behind the predator, breaking the flow of combat. The predator understands biology and behavior, but Dracula is something else entirely. He does not die when he should and manipulates perception. The predator begins to compensate by increasing aggression and using wider area attacks, but every adaptation remains incomplete. This is where Dracula gains ground. He begins to target the predator's mind, creating uncertainty and forcing the hunter to question its senses. Time becomes the deciding factor. The predator has limits, energy reserves, and physical endurance. Dracula has none of these limitations. At some point, the predator makes a mistake, perhaps committing too heavily to a close-range attack. Dracula capitalizes instantly. But can the predator win? Yes, if it discovers Dracula's weaknesses like sunlight or staking. But without that knowledge, it is fighting blind. The elder predator is a legendary hunter, but Dracula is an anomaly. In the end, Dracula secures the victory through endurance and manipulation, because the predator hunts creatures that can be killed. Dracula is the thing that waits in the dark, even after the hunt is over. If you want more battles like this, where legends collide, and the outcome isn't as obvious as it seems, don't forget to subscribe to the More Vampires channel, because the deeper you go into the world of vampires, the more dangerous it becomes.